Well, hello there, curl friends, and welcome back to my video. I am Mickey B. Have we met? If not, it's nice to meet you, and I'm glad you decided to join me today. Today is Sunday of week 6 of my rehabilitation series, and today is finally the day that I am going to apply henna to my hair. So I'm going to go ahead, that's why I'm wearing my cape. This is my henna cape, which I get from the Dollar Tree. It's those little rain ponchos that they sell, which is very perfect for this process. So I've got this on. I'm going to go ahead and take my hair out. I'm not going to wash my hair first. I'm going to leave all the little bit of product buildup that I have on my hair there so it can act as a barrier for my scalp. And I'm going to go ahead and apply the henna, and it's a simple process. Actually, I have this little bit of henna left from this package. It's very little left, which is why I have this other one here, because I'll probably need it. This is the black henna that I get from the Indian store in my neighborhood. It's $2.99 for this package, and it lasts me quite a while because I don't use very much of it. But what I do is I will take this henna, and I'll take an old container. I have tons of old containers that I save for this purpose, and I just pour the henna in here, put water in here, and then I just shake it up. And what I make is a paste. I don't use the traditional thick paste henna that you're used to seeing. I just make it like kind of a loose, it's a loose consistency. And then I will use this brush to go ahead and apply it to my hair. So I'll show you what a little bit of it looks like. I don't think I'll record the entire process because I don't think it's necessary, but I'll show you a little bit of what I do. And the way that I do it now in this manner, it really reduces the very messy mess that is normally generated when you do the traditional style henna and you have all that heavy henna on your head. Your head looks like a bowling ball. It feels like a bowling ball. So I've eliminated all of that. So I'll show you what I do. But let me go ahead and get my hair, take these braids down and get my henna mixed, and then I'll come back. All right? So I'll see you shortly. Okay, I'm back. Let's get started. I have my henna mixed up in here. Let me see if I can try and show you the consistency of it. See, it's pretty thick actually. This might be a little thicker than I like it. Anyway, so that's the henna. Don't want to waste too much time. Alright, so we've got that in the container there. I've got my hair, my braid taken down, and I know normally people put like something around the edge of your hair to prevent the color from what's the word I'm using? What is the word that I'm thinking of? Soaking into your skin. So to prevent the henna from soaking into your skin. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to worry about that. Basically, I'm going to make this real quick, and I'm going to try and use this henna that I have mixed up. So this is all that I do. And you notice I'm not all draped up. I don't have the floor draped up. It's nice and thick enough so that I don't have to worry about it dripping. So I just go ahead and apply it just like you would a color. And I always start with the part down the middo. And I start around the edges first. The areas that you see the most are the areas that I start with first. And as I said before, I do not wash my hair first because I'd like to use the product buildup that is already here to coat my scalp, so that way my scalp is protected. I don't like to do a fresh wash before a color because even though your pores are wide open and all that, I just feel like they're too wide open. So basically I'm going to start with the hairline. And this is the easier side for me because I'm right-handed. This side over here gets a little challenging. So let me see. And whenever there's a possibility of making a mess, it's over on this side. So actually what I should do real quick is put this up. But you know what? Let me go ahead. Excuse me. Let me just go ahead and henna the front part, and then I'll do the edges. Because I want to keep, I want you to see how I do it. So I just want to show you, just jump in there and show you how I go I can't even talk. You can see I'm concentrating on trying not to make a mess, so I can't talk and do that at the same time. But I can try. So I am just trying to hit all the areas up front that are most visible. And then I'm just going to go ahead and part through the hair, apply some henna on the gray area, and use this to kind of, it helps to have your hair a little bit separated, detangled, you know, so that way you can use the comb to kind of get in and out of there a little easier. I don't know if I'm in the camera or not because I'm trying to look in the mirror myself. But I want you to see what it is I am doing. And you see, that's why I like it thick like this. Not too thick, not too loose, but just enough so it can hold on to the brush and not drip everywhere as I bring it from the container to my hair. So let me go ahead and finish this part right here. And I'm using my right hand on my left side, so it's a little awkward. Let's get this little... And I've learned to go slow during this process because it's less splashes like that. And then I'm just going to go through, and it's easy to find the areas that I need because it's bright white after all this black henna is on there. And this is what I do as it grows out. I try to do it anywhere from 1.5 months to 2 months, depending on, you know, when I feel like doing it and just how much time has passed and what my hair is looking like. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I hope you can. But I'm just brushing it down and I'm brushing it up. I'm trying to cover all the area of the section that I part. And I like to, as much as possible. Okay, so I was saying I like to, as much as possible, use this right here to section my hair so that I'm getting a good, somewhat of a good line across. That didn't work out too well. But I want to get a good section so that I can actually get to my scalp and get to the hair that needs to have color applied to it. So, you know, like a nice sharp part. Now, because it gets awkward like this, I just get it on the best way that I can. And, you know, and it's normally sufficient. But it's not going to be perfect, you know, but like I say, I do the best that I can in getting it on my hair. I try to keep it right at the roots to keep the mess, again, to a minimum. And the consistency of the henna is nice and pasty-like so that it doesn't splatter all over the place, since I don't have anything on my rug and I have nothing draped over my sink. So go slow and just take your time and get it on there as best you can. And then I just kind of fill around because I know the areas in the back, like how wide that gray spot goes in the back. So I just kind of, you know, fill around. I actually don't think I'll have enough of this mixture, so I'll probably have to make some more. But that's all that I do. So I'm going to go ahead and finish getting the henna on the rest of my hair. And then I'll come back because I leave it on for about 2 hours. 30 minutes to 2 hours, depending on if I get into something. Not 30 minutes. 2 hours is the window that I think it says on the package. Leave it on there about 2 hours. So I try to go with what the package says. Sorry if I'm not on camera. I try to go with what the package says, time-wise, and I don't want to leave it on too much longer. I used to do that in the past, thinking if you leave it on extra long, there is some benefit to that. But just in case there is not, I want to go ahead and kind of follow the guidelines as much as I can, according to what the package time frame says. So I'll go ahead and finish, like I said, and I'll come back after everything has been applied, and then I'm gonna go run my errands. Since it is Sunday, it's early Sunday morning right now. I wanted to get an early start on this, so yeah, I'll be back. Okay, I decided to come back and show you a little bit of this side, since this is my more natural strong side, the one that I'm right-handed, so it's easier for me to show you a better example on this side, since I'm gonna have to go ahead and upload this to my computer, or download this to my computer. I always forget whether I'm uploading or downloading. I can never remember, but I figured I'll just go ahead and make the henna section separate, so that way I can show you how I do it with a better coordination, because this is my right side, which I can move through a lot quicker as well. When putting this black on, though, really makes that gray look super white, even though it's not really white. It definitely makes it stand out. And I go ahead and I do the front sections first, because again, they are the ones that you see first. If I'm trying to do any kind of style, or I want to pull my hair back or up, I want to make sure that that area has the longest time to color and absorb the color, I should say. So go ahead, and I'm sure there's going to be little areas that I miss and whatnot, but that's the whole point of the brushing it in, to hopefully get those areas that you're not parting. When you're not parting the hair like in tons of little pieces, like I'm not trying to do all of that. That's just too much. I don't like doing this to begin with, so I'm not going to make it extra tedious. Now when I get to the back section, I just kind of go by feel, because it's too hard to see. I mean, I can't see. It's not that it's too hard to see. I can't see what I'm doing back there. So basically, I just kind of feel my way through it. But you see, like right here, I still got some areas I need to hit up in this front section. So where was that? Oh, that was a big area. So it's good to, once you section it through like this, it's just to go back and then just pull little pieces to see if you see any white still up in there. I didn't do this on the other side, but I feel like I split it a little bit more on the other side. So, all right, so that's this section in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and twist this up, and then I'm going to move to the back sections. And this is where I literally just feel my way through it. I don't know, like I don't have time to go get a mirror and try and look and see. I just feel my way through it and kind of smush it in there. And sometimes I'll just use my hands as well. But I'm going to go ahead and keep it on the brush and get this done. And then I'm going to let it sit so I can move on to washing it out and deep conditioning and, you know, doing my normal Sunday routine. So that's what it is today for right now. I just wanted to come back, like I said, and show you a little bit more of how I do it. It dries pretty quickly too, so that's the good thing about the henna. It dries, and I'll show you when it dries what it looks like. I'm trying to think. it dries when I don't put a shower cap on. If I do put a shower cap on, then it doesn't necessarily dry. So I guess it's not going to dry because I'm going to put a shower cap on and then go ahead and do chores, because I don't want to run the risk of getting this on anything, because even in its dry state it can still stain. So on that note, I'll be back after I've rinsed my hair, washed my hair, rinsed out the henna, and hopefully the gray will be gone. So we'll see. All right, I'm done. That didn't take very long at all. Not very messy at all. I just want to show you my hands. Hardly anything there. And there's just a little bit left in here. So I just, at this point, take whatever is left and just continue to go over the major areas. But I think I've got everything covered pretty well right now. So let's just, you see how it's all dried up already? And when I put the shower cap on, though, it should moisten it up a little bit, because the steam from the heat the body heat that's gonna generate steam. It's crazy how I can't talk when I'm trying to really concentrate on something else. That's why they tell you don't text and drive, because you're so hard concentrated on a text message or a cell phone that your senses go more towards what you're focused on than you're driving, and a lot of people think they can handle it. Anyways, didn't mean to segue off into that, but it was just a good example of how it affects my talking when I'm trying to do this and not get a drip while also talking to you. So as you can see, I think I'm going to get some good coverage on this. So I'm going to go ahead and put my shower cap on. This is the last little bit of it that I'm just packing on, just to not waste it and have to pour it down the sink or anything like that. But you see how black this is going to come out? Well, we'll see. We will see. I don't want to be premature in my projection of the coverage that I'm going to get, but it's looking like I may get some good coverage this time. And like I said, I'm going to leave it on for at least 2 hours. I like this method a lot better than the traditional henna, using all of that henna and putting it all on your hair. I know it's like a conditioner for your hair, but it's also drying as well. So I figure if I just focus it on the scalp and use other products to strengthen my hair strands. But as it grows out, the hair that's covered with henna is still being conditioned, so the hair that's grown out already did have henna coverage, just not on a regular basis. What's regular is what comes from the scalp and out. So this is all just getting conditioning from the other products that I'm using in my deep conditioning every Sunday. So having said that, I just wanted to come and show you that I'm all done. All the henna's emptied out of here. No big drippy drip messes or anything like that. So if you still want to use henna but you don't want to go through all the bother, then just do it this way. It's a nice little shortcut. And I started doing it this way because I didn't have time to really do the big production henna, nor that I want to do the big production henna. So I said, why don't I just make a little paste and throw it on there and see how that works. And it ended up working great for me. But what I did wrong while doing that was, let's turn around and see, actually. Oh yeah, so I got some pretty good coverage there. You see how black that is? That's how thick I'm trying to get my hair. That would be a little bit much, but I'm trying to get it, to some amount of thickness to where it doesn't look that dense. But yeah, we'll see how it looks actually once I rinse the henna off, because that's going to be a big indicator of how my little bald spot's doing. So now I just take these two twists and clip them up with my little clips. Keep them on top like that. This is the most mess that I've made because I had to touch. Okay, so yeah, That's that fresh henna that I was putting on there. Always have a rag, a dirty rag nearby just in case. Ooh. So that's why these rags, by the way, look so dirty all the time, because these are my henna rags. So of course when I wash them it stays stained, but they are clean, just for future reference. I bought a pack of these. I think it was a pack of 12 from, could have been Costco. I've had them for a while, so I'm not sure, but it was a pack of like 12 of these white towels, and I have them everywhere, but I use them when I'm doing my hair, specifically just to be able to wipe my hands off. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put shower caps on. These are these little cheap shower caps from the Dollar Tree, so I have to use a couple of them to get full coverage. And then I just pack them on like that. And then the last one in the back. Okay, so if I go somewhere, I want to make sure if I put something on my head that it's not going to get henna all over it. Now let me see in the back. Do I need to? Yeah, you see like right there where in the back of my neck. So that's why you keep a lot of black t-shirts and a lot of black scarves, so when you wrap your head in anything right now, it's not going to show, as opposed to using something like, obviously. So yeah, that's my mess-free henna. I do see a little residual here on my neck, but for the most part, I like it. I like it. I've been doing this for a while, wanted to share it with you. So I'll see you soon when I come back to rinse it out, or after I've rinsed it out, so you can see what coverage I got, and we can look at that bald spot. 6, because we are, again, this is Sunday of week 6, so we're starting week 6. So we're not exactly a month and a half into this, but we're on our way to completing a month and a half. So I'll be back. I'm rambling. I'll see you shortly after I've rinsed my hair out, and we'll take a look and see what kind of results we've got. Well, I am back, curl friends, and I have hennaed my hair. I've rinsed out the henna. The henna, it's late. Well, it's not normal late, like 2, 3 in the morning, but it is late for me today because I got an early start this morning. I started at like 4 a.m. and I was running errands, and I took the dog for a walk, and I was struggling just a minute ago because I was like, I'm just gonna do this in the morning, but I'm like, nope, let me get up, take care of it right now. So when I rinsed my hair out, I just left a little bit of conditioner on it. I detangled, and then I put it in 2 braids. So that's where we are now. So I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and you will see I got really great coverage. Really great coverage. Left the shower cap on so that it would stay moist. All right, so let's take this off, and look at the coverage that I got. Amazing. Let me take the clip out. Sides and the back, and then more importantly the spot. I think there's some progress there, even though I still feel like it's too early to tell. Not looking too shabby. I know when my hair is dyed, you can see it more because it's the black now up against my scalp. But it's not too bad. Alright. Well, it's better than I expected it to be. So, I wanted to keep the shower cap on and keep it moist so that, because I have henna on my hair, and you know, any type of color is drying to the situation, so I didn't want to just let it dry out. Sorry, I should have done this already. In fact, I almost want to just stop the camera because I don't want to run out of space. Alright, so having said that, I think I will stop it. Go ahead and take these braids out and then just go ahead and get this started so we can whiz past or whiz through tonight's session. So I'm gonna do that. I'll be right back. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do one side at a time so that I can keep the moisture in this braid. If I take it out, it'll start drying out. So I'm going to just do one at a time. So let's get this process started and completed. And yeah, I can kind of feel like my hair is soft right now because it is wet. You can see the moisture on it. It's nice and dark. I got good coverage. And I'm talking real low because I got real low energy right now. Just because it's been a long day. I started my day so early that now I'm feeling it. I'm feeling at 4 o'clock in the morning. I had to edit my video tonight. So I have one uploading. Is it uploading? I think that's the right word. I have one uploading right now. So I just edited that, and then I said, let me come in here and get this done. And that way tomorrow you can just wake up and do your thumbnail and go on with your life. So I really think that my hair is benefiting. Now you guys will see firsthand now how long a time or how short of a time I get before the gray starts to come out again. It doesn't really last that long, so it's weird seeing myself with black hair because I let the gray just come on out now. So seeing this, it's such a temporary thing now. But it's cool every now and then. It's just so dark, like my natural hair color is definitely not this dark. But I didn't try a brown henna, but I tried, I think it said just natural henna, like the regular one. And my hair turned, I don't even know how would I describe that color? It was like super orange. It was like Ronald McDonald. It was horrible. And I'm like, oh my gosh, because I was trying to use the henna up that I had, and it was just regular henna, the one that they use to do the tattoos with. And when I rinsed my hair out and I took the towel off, I'm like, oh no, this will not do. It looked crazy. It was like all that gray that you saw in my hair, all that was orange. It looked horrible. Absolutely horrible. And I could not wait I had to turn right around that same day and come in with this black henna. I don't know why I did that, because I kind of had an idea that that would happen. So Something's tickling my face. But yeah, it was horrible. If I, oh my gosh, something, there's a piece of hair somewhere. Oh, there it is. Get out of there. Okay, yeah, it was so bad. Like all of this from here to about there was orange. And I'm like, this will not do. I will not. I had to like reset and just do it all over again. It was that bad. It was so bright orange. It was horrible, horrible. It had nothing to blend with, just the gray hair or the white hair. I think my hair is white. I don't know that I would call it gray. I guess it would be more white. But whatever the case, it was not a good fit. It looked horrible, so I had to turn around and put the black henna on top of it. And I think, I thought I had purchased a brown henna before, but I guess I didn't. And in my mind, I must have been thinking that might have been the brown one. But I found out all too soon that it was not, and it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. And with gray hair, don't even think about it. Regular henna is not your friend. You gotta have at least brown or black. You gotta have some kind of color in it, unless you wanna walk around looking like Ronald McDonald. And I'm just glad that my whole head wasn't gray. I would have had a whole head full of gray hair, but it looked just as bad with the two-tone. It wasn't cute or complimentary at all. I did take some pictures on my phone just real quick because I think I sent them to Janaea as a laugh because it was so bad. Alright, so I'm gonna just be real quick with this because, like I say, it's late for me, even though it's about 10, I think. I left the henna in my hair today until about 3:30 is when I rinsed it out. Mind you, when I finished putting it in, it was 7:30 a.m. And then I went and ran errands and cleaned the bathrooms and walked the dog, and you know, I just took care of a lot of stuff, so I had just wrapped my hair up in a little hair wrap, and I had my shower cap on and my hair wrap, and I just went throughout the day, took care of what I needed to take care of as far as running around, being in those streets, and then I came in, relaxed a little, then I cleaned my shower that I like to use to rinse my henna out in. I don't like to use the bathtub shower. I like to use this standalone shower. And because I don't use it regularly, little crickets and things come in there. These insects just know when something is not being used on a regular basis, and they just send out little emails and tell everybody, party over here, you know. So whenever I see any kind of insect, I had to sanitize it and clean it. I had that. They sell a mop at Costco. It comes in a little bucket with a little pedal where you can wring the water out, and it comes with 4 mop heads. So I use that to clean that shower out really good. And, you know, I got the roof, the ceiling, I should say, not the roof. I got the ceiling, the floors, the walls, and that thing was so perfect to do that with. So I gave that a good cleaning before I set foot in there. And so that was another chore. I had cleaned the rest of the bathroom earlier, in my other bathroom and the other bathtub shower. But this one, because I knew it was going to be more of a production, I had to wait. I wanted to wait. Alright, I'm going to go and untwist or unbraid this braid, and I'll be right back just to preserve some footage here. Alright, 50% done. Let's finish this other 50% and we can Get up out of here. Ooh, something just went flying. It's my hair food, and you see my edges here? So, like this part's doing okay. This seems to be growing just right up in here. Now what I don't remember is when my hair was at its best, what that area looked like. I never really paid attention to it, but I do believe it's definitely thinner now than it was back then. So that's why I'm really trying to consistently look at different areas as I do this now, so I can have some good points of reference in 6 months. And 6 months will be, I have to look on a calendar and see when that will be, so I can be on the lookout. And the henna, I think that amount of time between the henna that I did before, I want to say it was pretty much the 5 or 6 weeks that it took me to do it. So you could see how much my hair grows out in that time frame. Like the gray comes back real quick. The gray is just immediate for the most part. You don't get a lot of time. A week at best, and putting the moisture on it and rubbing it in, I feel like that makes it come back even faster. I feel like I'm rubbing the color off when I do that. I don't know if that's true or not, because I just can't imagine that to grow that fast. This just is too quick. So that's why I don't sweat it anymore. I don't really press myself to put the henna on, especially if I'm not even wearing it out in any type of style, because it's not that serious, you know. But if I was wearing it out more, then maybe it would be a bigger deal. But this is just to keep it at bay for the most part. Oh, I forgot to put the grease on that last side. I'm not taking that braid out. See, I knew that was kind of quick. That's how tired I am. Forgot to do the grease. But that's alright. Again, when you forget something, it's still moisturized, so it's not the end of the world. I'll have Wednesday to take care of that. Or if I feel like it's drier in between this session, then I'll go ahead and do another session with just maybe the moisturizer, this mixture, and then just do the grease on top of it. So I can also do that as well. But I sure did forget it, didn't I? Because I'm trying to get out of here. So as you recall, it is Sunday, so I need to deep condition. So once I'm finished here, I'm gonna go and heat up the I'm gonna grease this side. I gotta go heat up the hothead wrap and let it DC for 45-50 minutes, however long the heat lasts, and then I can go to bed. So I'm glad that I forced myself to do this and get it done and not give in to the lazy. I'm really trying to do better, and the accountability is something that I need to make sure I get it done in a timely manner. It's working. It's like I need that in my life. So thank you guys. You don't know it, but you're making me accountable. You're making me do what I said I was going to do. And I feel productive as a result, so I'm happy. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm talking really low tonight because, like I said, I am tired, so I don't have that big burst of energy that I normally have when I'm well rested, because I should be in bed. But I am happy now because I get to sleep in the morning knowing that this has been handled, and the other video will be up. I'm going to do my thumbnail in the morning for the other video that's uploading, so I can relax tomorrow on the whole recording and editing situation. Now my scalp is tingling because I feel that yellow oil kicking in. I don't know if I mentioned to you guys also that I am taking my iron pills. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. I think I might have in the very beginning, the first video. So I am taking my iron pills as well. So we have to factor that in addition. Because remember I told you the doctor told me my iron levels were low. So actually, when I went back and had my labs done, she said my iron was good. She said actually you can pull back on what you were taking, but I just continued taking the same. It was just the 1 pill a day. So there you have it. Let me just slide some grease on the top of this side. But thanks for watching. I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, and heat up my hot head and let my hair DC, and then I'll see you on Wednesday. But yeah, I'm glad I got the henna out of the way. So I look different with black hair all the way, huh? What you think? Do I look different? Younger, perhaps? Alright, so one more final look. And thank you for spending this time with me, getting your hair moisturized and deep conditioned, and enjoying some, or just listening to me ramble. I enjoy our little sessions every Wednesday and Sunday, and I'm trying to get some more of my little cooking videos out as well, so look for that. And there's a couple of other videos that I'm trying to get on deck. I'm just trying to get the routines down first and gradually work them in, because I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. So on that note, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you had a wonderful Sunday, and I look forward to speaking with you again on Wednesday. Hit the like button if you like this series. Subscribe if you want to be notified of any future videos for any future sessions. And feel free to leave me a comment. I do reply. It might not be immediate, but I do reply. And I'd like to say on that note, Tony, I see your comments and thank you for sharing. And there was one other lady, but I don't remember your name. But you guys, thank you for commenting and sharing that information with me that you've shared. Not only with me, but everybody who's watching the videos. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Okay, last thing I wanted to share with you, since I still have a little bit of space on the camera. One of the things that has been very helpful for me in this whole journey is to have a basket of goodies, and I had to upgrade mine, but I want to show you what it looks like. Is this basket of goodies that has everything I need inside of it, and I keep it right on the side of my, I mean not on the side, but on my sink counter right here. So whenever I'm doing a video and I come in, I've got everything I need in here, from the moisturizing solution that I made here in the corner, the pink one, to all of the bottles of product that I put on there. I have the extra shea base, all the oils down in there. Then I just have a regular, I think like a pinto bean can that I put all my utensils in so they can sit upright, get the best use of space. And then I've got my henna over here in the corner that packet of henna. I've got my henna cape rolled up in a rubber band. So this makes it real convenient, and I sit this right here on the counter of my sink. So when I come in here, everything I need is available for me to go ahead and knock this out. So that's one of the things that allows me to come in here and knock it out really quick. And the camera, which is right here, is the tripod is always here. If I have to download the footage on my computer, I just take the camera off, download it, and bring it right back. And I leave the tripod here at the height that I need it at. And so just that normal setup allows me to come in here and do my sessions really quickly, record them, and be consistent and scheduling, and uploading and getting them to you guys. So I just wanted to share that. I'm gonna go and let this thing do its job and deep condition my hair, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.